Good morning, Pisces. I hope you are doing well. This is Soulvine Guidance, and today we're connecting on in for Pisces Sun, Moon, and Rising to learn about the energies that can best support you on your journey right now. So we're connecting into spirit and guides for you, and also do the same as we are shuffling and getting some cards out to get started. We have an affirmation for you today. The affirmation is, I am worthy of everything I work for and manifest. I am worthy of everything I work for and manifest. I am worthy of everything I work for and manifest. Thank you, Pisces. So let's get started on what Spirit wants you to know to best support your journey, okay? Importantly, first and foremost, it's coming through that you are good enough. With the full moon in Virgo, this is really about connecting into your sense of strength, self-worth, and the way that to ground yourself in acknowledgement of all the things that you have done, all the things that you have accomplished. And anytime that you might be challenging or feeling challenged in your thinking of what is next or what is possible, just to remember that releasing anything that is not serving you, that's not supporting your highest good, your highest intention. And that's coming through pretty strongly. And I think that's quite interesting as we've got the affirmation for today is about worth, is about our worth, that everything that we work for, everything that we manifest, we're worthy of that, okay? As we move through, we look at the bigger picture, and then the energy is gaining momentum. So asking you, Pisces, what is it that you want? I feel that's very relevant right now, because in the midst of everything that you've been doing, everything that you've been working towards, what is it that you want? So things that you're intentionally working on today, what does that bigger picture look like? What does that feel like? What is it that you're actually working towards? Are you focused just on the now, just need the money now to pay the bills? Or are you looking at the bigger picture? Because the intention you set today is putting things in motion for as you move forward. So just be mindful as you're working towards something. What is it that you are serving? What intention are you putting out there? In addition, absolutely understandable if there's something that you need now to support your path, support your journey. But what's the longer term goal? What's the long-term feeling that you want to gain from that? And just to stay focused in that energy rather than in anything that is immediate in nature due to some need and may come from a lack aspect. How can you turn that around to clear that, to delete that, and recognize that there is actually a deeper intention there, okay? And then with the energy is gaining momentum. I feel that once you get super clear on the longer term vision on what it is that you actually want, that things will start picking up, because you're leveling up in terms of that vibration, in terms of that energy. And that's going to make a big difference as you step forward on your path and on your journey. Okay, it's just changing the energy and frequency is what I'm getting here. So Pisces, let's go a little bit deeper. We've got what the overall energies are, but let's discover what else is happening for you and how you can best support yourself today. Just so you're aware, we don't read reversals, so we're just going to connect into the energies overall. So we've got Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Seven of Swords. Pisces, what I love about this, and then I'm feeling for you at the same time in terms of like, it's kind of coming in two ways. You're really working on this Queen of Cups and this Queen of Pentacles energy. You're really trying to work on your heart space, on the love that you have for yourself, the love that you have for the things that you want to do and that you're taking pursuit in. I feel like you're really in a good place and a good energy. Okay, I mean, that's you, this Queen of Cups. and filling that cup up to remember how amazing you are, to how wonderful you are, all the things that you've accomplished to this day, okay? And then the Queen of Pentacles, like you're trying to, I feel like as you're moving through, you're really wanting and attempting to ground into this stability, into this wealth, into this independence of what you have done and what you have accomplished over this time, but seeing the monetary value, seeing the tangible assets, wins, things that you have accumulated. I feel like in both parts, these two things are very important to you right now, okay? And Spirit is asking you to focus on what does that look like for you? What does that feel like for you? Yes, understanding the immediate needs, the immediate desires, the immediate wants, but what is it that you desire longer term? How can you connect more into that heart space of that energy and that intention, so you can claim those things, have those things, desire those things? Because I feel like you're calling that in significantly, but something has come in, or some memory or some experience, I feel, has come on in and is kind of like rattling around a little bit in your energy field, okay? It's interesting because I feel like this has just been something or a situation that has kind of not been okay, and you know it's not okay. It's something that I feel defeated you a little bit in the past, okay? And I'm just getting like this rattling energy. It's like this cage, this box that I'm seeing, where you're kind of trapped in some way based on something that has happened. And this way of being trapped is, I feel like it's kind of derailed you a little bit, but at the same time, it's kind of, I feel like you're working so hard, Pisces. You're working is kind of what I'm seeing, but you can't escape this box for some reason. You're trapped from something that has happened. And I'm trying to understand what this means. Yeah, someone hasn't given to you fairly, okay, is what I'm getting here. I feel like someone hasn't given to you how they were. Maybe you were the one who gave, and in the result that you didn't get much that came out of it. Everything went to everyone else. Everyone seems to be getting the rewards, the accolades, whatever it may be. And it's kind of, I feel like you've been left behind in some way. But it's interesting because what I'm getting to, because we've got the energy is gaining momentum, it could be that amongst that energy I feel like it's popping up again for some reason. I feel like there might be something that comes on through for you, or something's going to show up that you weren't expecting. Again, we just don't read reversals. We just check into the energies. So let's have a look. Yeah, I mean, whatever change happened, whatever occurred, this was meant to happen. If this was a breakdown of something, if this was someone doing not the right thing, I think it's important that you were aware of it then, rather than hanging in, holding on to any deceit or anything that wasn't in service of you. I feel like there was just some, I mean, it might have been a Capricorn overall, but there was someone that just didn't have very, I feel, good intentions and kind of left you out in the cold, messed with your head, kind of like this gaslighting aspect, making you feel good, then making you feel like shit. I feel like there was a lot of to and fro energy, but it was energy that wasn't full of integrity. There was just some things that weren't right. And as a part of this, Pisces, you had to make a decision. And I feel like that any decision that was made was something that left you the one not getting, the one not receiving, okay? But in the long run, in the long term, where you are today, this is for your good. This is for your destiny. This is for your dreams, for your hopes, and the things that you do want. So this is where it's really important to connect into this, what your big picture is. What is it that you have learned? What is it that you can bless it and thank it? To what has the lesson that's come out of this? And if you're not even sure what this lesson is, or you don't want to spend time thinking, I think this is an important part where you can just fully release it. How can you connect in? How can you cut the cords and take that lesson that you need to take? Is it to do things a certain way better? Is it to set better boundaries? Is it to recognize that that's actually not what you were meant to do, but the lesson, maybe it was how you were treated. Maybe it was, in terms of income streams. I don't know exactly what that is for you. Everyone is going to be different. This is a general reading, but connect into what that was for you, because there is something special coming out the other side. But I feel like it's taken all this time to come out the other side. All this time. So I don't know for you if it's been several months, maybe some of you years. I feel like there's something special happening, Pisces, and things are in motion, okay? Because the energy is gaining momentum. So let's dive a little bit deeper to see what else Spirit has. Can we please clarify the Queen of Cups energy? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, so right now, Pisces, this is about you working towards your 10 of Pentacles. This is about putting in the effort that you need to put in terms of, I feel like, while we know this is one of prosperity, while this is one of gain, while this is one of, stability and strength and support in family, I feel a big part for you, though, is that there is some form of, I'm getting the word sacrifice that needs to be made. But it's interesting because with this energy, there's a lot of trust around it. So that's why it doesn't feel like a sacrifice as such. But I feel like it's interesting. I don't know, like the energy, it's just the energy that I'm feeling. Let's get some more to clarify. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. Ultimately, Pisces, you're looking for a shift. You're looking for a change. You're looking for the next chapter of your journey right now. And I feel like a big part of it is recognizing with any change, with any movement, with any shift, there could be parts of you that has to let go of certain things, that has to let go of certain thinking, that has to get super outside their comfort zone to achieve the things that they want to achieve. And it's kind of, again, like you're putting yourself out there in ways that is a little uncomfortable for you, Pisces, is what I'm getting. But with the Queen of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles energy, that is allowing you to position yourself in a way that gives you the strength, that gives you the vision that you're seeking, knowing that there's something greater on the other side. Because whatever it is that you're working towards right now, this is in service of giving you this stability that you seek. There is something that you want to achieve. And I think you've really had to work on this inner aspect of being satisfied and fulfilled with where you are today. Okay. And I feel like you've done a lot of work on that, because there is still some disappointment, some sadness from the past of someone who hasn't done the right thing. Okay. That hasn't showed up in the way that you anticipated, that hasn't shown up with integrity, that hasn't showed up and had your back. But for some reason, this energy is creeping back in. Yeah. With this Queen of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles energy, it's exactly what I felt. There's this independence about you. There's this strength. There's this independence, knowing that all these pentacles are the work that you've done in the past. This is all the effort, all the energy, all the seeds you have planted have flourished, right? That they're blooming. But it's one that you recognize that you've got your guides, you've got your spirits, you've got the messages that you need. You know what you need to do next, Pisces. But there is something about this that is special, in sense of you have a purpose, you have a dream, you have something that you want to achieve that makes you feel that independent, powerful energy that creates the stability for oneself. And I really feel that's important to you right now, to prove to yourself that you can do it. So while there is this 10 of Pentacles energy, this is something that you want to achieve for you. There's a lot of pentacles here, okay? So this seems to be a lot around creating your stability and your wealth and success right now, okay? But it's interesting because there's just something that's not cutting it for you. something isn't feeling right, or something that comes on in you're not seeing. So has there been someone, Pisces, that... It's interesting. I'm getting maybe there's some opportunities or something that's coming on through that you're kind of dismissing right now because you're still trying to figure out what it is that you want. And then we've got the King of Cups energy. So with this King of Cups energy, Pisces, I feel a part of you right now, you're really seeking some nurturing energy, but an energy that's nurturing, but also that is lifting you up. I feel like there's a lot of, like, you need affirmations right now. I feel like you need someone to remind you of you're amazing. As much as you're telling yourself, I feel like you need someone that sees your worth, that sees your brilliance. I think that's something that you're seeking right now. But it's quite interesting because I feel these people are around you. They see how amazing you are. I feel like people may be trying to connect on in with you, are trying to talk to you, trying to gain your attention. But I feel for some reason you're just energetically not there because you are focused on you, and there may be a bit of lack of trust with things around you right now on, do people really have your back, or do you need to do this alone? And I think that is something that you're questioning on your next chapter and your next journey, especially for those of you that are creating your own business or doing something where you're going out on your own. Because then what comes in is then the King of Swords, okay? So it seems like you have two kings, two queens here. And the only matchup is this Cups energy right now. You know, I think the thing to remember is even with the King of Cups energy, to still get to that place of, you know, to the top, essentially, with that energy, the King of Cups or the Queen of Cups energy. I want you to think of the things that they've had to do to get there. They've had to make some hard decisions. They've had to set boundaries. But what I like about the King and Queen of Cups is it's been very heart-centered in approach. While they've had to make decisions that other people aren't going to like, they've been in flow, they've been in alignment, okay? That's with the King and Queen of Cups energy. With the Queen of Pentacles energy, that's more grounding, okay? Grounding energy. It's interesting because I feel like the King and Queen of Cups is more about wealth and luxury and putting things out there in that nature to remind people that they have won, they have succeeded. While the King and Queen of Cups have that, they don't gloat it. It's kind of a different energy, but at the same time, I'm still feeling some sadness around here or some disappointment and some letdown that has occurred along this path and journey. This could be maybe that is what you had at one point, Pisces, this sense of wealth, and that's something that you're trying to claim back. You're trying to rebuild, you're trying to go after again and create. But there's also this part of you, I think, is still not clear on what it is that you want, or maybe you can't identify the things that you want because even though they may be showing up, it's just you still haven't got that real clarity on what is it that the big picture. So I feel like there's just something missing for you here right now, and I feel like it's something from your past is just clouding something right now. But with this King of Swords energy, because I haven't even got into that, but with this King of Swords energy, what I feel could be happening is that as you shift through, I don't know if this is another person coming on in because I don't feel like this is your energy, but I feel like someone may come through to help clear that energy, okay? They're going to be the one to step up and who's going to get in your head in a positive way. I feel like they're going to help you recognize and see, let me connect you to these people. Have you thought about this? It's like they're going to share ideas, insights, opportunities with you that's going to help you step into this new level of energy to really connect into this, you know, leadership type of way of being and thinking as you're making decisions forward. I feel you're going to be coming from a place that's heart-centered. Look, we just flipped out as the Ace of Swords. Heart-centered, but at the same time, I feel like you're getting the information that you need to make smart decisions for yourself, okay? Because I feel there's a little bit of fear sitting here for some reason, a little bit of fear. Let's connect in a little bit deeper with this, who this King of Swords energy is, please, Spirit. Who is this King of Swords energy? Oh my goodness. And then you've got a King of Pentacles. Holy shit, Pisces. What's going on here? Who are all these kings? Because you've almost got them all. So there is something that is happening here right now for you, Pisces, and a lot around your stability, a lot around your success. Someone is seeing you and paying attention, and 100% that it is. I just got tingles all over my body. Who is this person? You've got I feel multiple people coming on in that want a piece of you, Pisces. But nothing right now seems to be exciting you. Yeah, people are seeing the hard work that you've done. There is some accolades, some wins that you can work off right now. Maybe you are missing this, okay? Maybe you are missing this. I have a feeling, I'm just saying, for some of you, that you're so focused on what you've done that you're not looking forward, is what I'm getting. She's kind of looking... Yeah, I feel like she's looking at what she's missed out on rather than what she's gained. There's just some energy here. How do we flip that around, Pisces? Because there's people that want you and are paying attention. Okay, good. Because you will start moving away from that energy. Yeah. See, this, where we have the Devil and the Seven of Swords energy, this kind of messed around with you a little bit, you know? And when people have been deceitful, when people haven't shown up with integrity or values or care, have their own agenda, that can, you know, create some form of anxiety for us, no matter how well we look after ourselves. You know, sometimes there are just things that can penetrate us in terms of our energy field that make us feel like shit. And you're allowed to feel it. You're allowed to experience it. I think it's really important to experience it for that moment, but how also focus on, okay, I feel it, I get it, this has happened, but how then can you shift out of that energy? I think you did that well. I feel that's something that you moved away from, but I feel like it's creeped back in a little bit. Okay, but you know, this new offer, this new opportunity is coming on in with this Ace of Swords and Page of Pentacles energy. This new beginning is one that is, I think, it's interesting. I'm getting like there's people that want to work with you, Pisces, but you're not seeing it as a big deal right now. I don't know if you're taking it serious, but you're around people that are, I think, have a good intentions, okay? I feel they have good intentions. These people are smart. These people are grounded. I feel like they have wealth and security, and there's something that they see in you, and you're starting to notice these people popping up, showing up, okay, with these baby offers that show some opportunity. But for some reason, there's been a part of you, I just think energetically hasn't been ready for it. But eventually what's going to happen, I don't know if you're at a point, Pisces, or you come to a point where things kind of where you are just all of a sudden everything over the last year, everything over the last 6-9 months, whatever it's been for you, I feel like shows up and it's just like pouring out of you. Like, how the fuck did I get here? Like, things have just been really tough. And I think you just didn't want to face the truth behind it. Even though you had faced it, even though you had worked on it, I feel like now this is like the final release, the final ending of that. And it's something that you move away from because you recognize that how much hurt and pain and sadness this has caused you on someone else's actions. You had to remember who you are. And I think there just hasn't been this clarity for you, but you get that clarity now. It's like the clarity comes on through, the clarity shows up, and these opportunities start showing up. And if they haven't been showing up already, I think you're going to start seeing them, and they just come out of nowhere. It's kind of bizarre. It's like out of nowhere. And people are starting to tap into your intellect and onto your intelligence, your smarts, and the things that you have done in the past. So remember the good things. Remember everything that you have done. But I feel like there's a little bit of a time and moment that it takes you to get to that space, because you've kind of been out of sync of it. You haven't been in that, I'm just going to say, the energy of creation. I think you've been trying to create, but you haven't really been creating because you've been held down by some of this past crap. So we're just going to get a few more cards to clarify here to really see what this outcome is going to be for you, Pisces. Yeah, so this is one that you're like, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving in. I've done this the hard way, and it's not something that I wanted, but there was I feel like there was a spiritual lesson or some lesson that you had to learn from this experience, Pisces, and you are rising up, and you're going to be rising up very strongly. If not already, and you haven't gone through this little bit of, I feel like it's this push energy of just to finally release all the crap that had happened, where you can move away from it, that you can truly step up, because I think you're starting to see people paying attention to you, people wanting to get to know you is kind of what I'm feeling. And I do feel these are a lot of masculine energy, someone who's in quite significant roles, leadership roles, probably business owners, something of that nature that run the show in many regards, but their show, not someone else's show. They run their own things, okay? And they're really trying to start to get to know you. And I don't know if there's a little bit of lack of confidence. There's just something that I feel that you're lacking because you haven't really got clear 100% on what you want. But at the same time, you kind of know what you want. So it's just interesting. But wherever you are, I feel like as you move through this energy, these offers and opportunities come in. It's like you get this surge and awakening of, you know what am I doing? I need to just keep standing up for my truth, for what I believe in. And I think as you do that, the more you do that, the news comes in, information, because for you, ultimately, it is about this 10 of Pentacles, right? You want that wealth, you want that stability, you also want to know that you can do it, okay? That you don't need someone else to make it happen. And I think maybe that's part of the fear or the holding back, that with these people coming in and showing you their hand or wanting to, hey, connect with you or do these things, you're kind of a little bit, I'm not sure if that's what I want to do, because I don't want to be taken down this path again where someone makes out that they're interested in me, that they're going to have my back, that they're going to support me, and then they just fuck me over. And I think that's kind of a little bit of the energy that I feel that's coming on in. But it's interesting because there's some information or some news that's going to come on through that is pretty cool. But there's a little bit of conflict because I think you're trying to look at it. Is this actually one that is good for me or not? So how do you get into flow for that? But I think there is something that you're going after, that you're taking that risk on, that leap forward. And it's connected to your purpose, connected to the light, to look, that North Star, the universal calling. Let's have a look. What is this outcome, Pisces? Thank you, Spirit, for Pisces. It's one that I feel that you can just breathe again, Pisces. Yeah. And then you've got the Hierophant. So I just feel you're really supported right now, Pisces. You may not feel it, but I feel you're very supported. And I feel like there is like a real opportunity coming on forward as you're stepping through or moving towards something. There's something that you're going to move towards, that you get the clarity on. Even amongst the conflict and the challenges that you may be feeling, you're going to break away from that. Yeah, the Hierophant and the World. So there is some shift occurring, there is some change occurring, but whatever shift and change is occurring, it's one that can be trusted, okay? It's one that can be trusted, but the big thing for you is there's so much opportunity out there, and what is it that you want is really important for you to connect in. What is it that you want, okay? Because the more that you get clear on what it is that you want, the more that Spirit can support you. So you've got the Seven of Materials again. You've got the Ace of Emotions, the Muse of Voices, and the Two of Voices. So there are decisions that's going to be made, okay, Pisces? Whatever direction that you're going, decisions need to be made. Your Seven of Materials, which is about the things that you've worked on, the plants that you've seeded, it's interesting because they're growing now, and I feel like they've blossomed. So they've gone from you recognizing them to you actually knowing that you can use them to put them into force is what I'm getting, okay? And with this Ace of Emotions, it's like an offer is going to come through that is sincere, that connects to your heart space, okay? And one that makes you feel like, again, you've got this King of Swords energy. So I feel like whoever's coming on in or making this offer or opportunity is getting you closer to using your skills and talents and ideas to put them into motion. But there is still a decision that needs to be made on, I feel like, what is it that you want? Spirit, can you please clarify what this decision is? Thank you, Spirit. What is this decision that Pisces needs to make or needs to be aware of? What's the premise of this decision? Thank you, Spirit. What is this decision for Pisces around? Thank you, Spirit. I think there is a card. Okay, so you got the Eight of Materials and the Muse of Inspiration. So this is all about right now. Where do you want to put your energy, Pisces? That's all this decision is about. Where do you want to put your energy, and what is it that connects you and fills you up, lights you up? Because once you connect those two, that's the rewards and benefits are here. Everything that you want, everything you desire will show up for you. But for you, it's getting clear on what it is that you want, making that decision where you feel connected to it and just going after it, but going after it with everything that you've got, not a little bit, everything. The seeds are already planted. You've already done the work in the years leading up to this. This is now your time to shine, your time to show up. But you've got to show up in a way that you haven't showed up before. You've got to take action in a way that you haven't taken action before. But importantly, it will be easy for you once you know exactly what you want to do without thinking about it. Just go do it. That is the energy that is really coming on through here right now for you. Finally, how you can best support yourself, Pisces. And then we'll wrap up here. I know this has been a bit of a long reading, but how can you best support yourself, Pisces? How can Pisces best support themselves? Thank you, Spirit. I'm getting breathe. There are too many cards. How can Pisces best support themselves? Thank you, Spirit. We've got peace. Just because some people are fueled by drama doesn't mean you have to attend the performance. Make your life a drama-free zone. So how does that resonate for you, Pisces? Is there someone or something that you need to move or step away from? Are there some situations, people thinking that isn't serving you right now, and how you can move away from that? And finally, the card that you've got is truth. Truth is different at different levels of consciousness, reserve, judgment. It's interesting because with these two cards, what I'm getting here, Pisces, again, is connecting into what you want and what it is that you desire, and without making things perhaps too complex. And how we can get back to basics, how we can get back to the simple things, doing it the simple way to get the results that you desire, to get the outcomes. And I think once you step into that energy, into flow, I just feel your energy is a bit flat right now, a bit down, a bit, and not depressive or anything like that. I'm just feeling like you're feeling a bit flat because it's just like you're waiting for this clarity to come through. So and excitement. I feel like there's a little bit of excitement missing for you right now. to really move forward. But it is going to come through. So trust in that. It is going to come through. I think you've got a lot of ideas happening, a lot of opportunities, a lot of different things. But for you, it's really connecting on in what is it that you want, Pisces, is what I'm getting here. And once you have that clarity on what it is that you want and start taking action towards it, you're going to know exactly where you need to go and navigate. I'm going to leave that with you, dear one. Thank you, Pisces, so much. Stay well, stay warm, and I look forward to connecting with you next time. Feel welcome to like and subscribe to the channel to support us. Appreciate you. Bye now.